We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight, we've got a good matchup in store between the Sky Sox and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. It's Angels baseball next on the show. Andrew Heaney is on the mound for Game 2. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Andrew Heaney, I love this guy from the left side, not afraid to throw strikes. Like a lot of lefties, inconsistency with the strike zone is the major problem. But if he's getting his breaking stuff over, look out. He can shut just about anybody down. Good, solid pitcher that's getting better with more experience.
Here's Mookie Betts, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
Mookie Betts.
Here comes the first pitch. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball one. So, fellas, this Angels team entering play here tonight. They come in playing reasonably well of late, though they have dropped their last 2 in a row.
Yeah, Matty, they lost last game only by 1 run. Those are the tough ones. But I'm sure they've looked at the film, made a few adjustments, and let's see if they can give a better effort today.
And not a bad night for baseball, and even 70 degrees here at game time. The 2-0 on the way. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. On deck, the man they've all come to see, Yasiel Puig, waiting next. Yeah. 3-1. There's a changeup taken, but it finds the zone on the inside. Grounded back up the middle. And there's one gone to begin the evening. Time now to give you a look at the batting order for the visiting squad. Mark DeRosa, tell us about this lineup and how they continue the winning streak.
Matty, you take a look at this lineup, and they're frustrating to watch at times because they ground into the most double plays in the league. You want to talk about a pitcher's best friend. You finally get a guy on first base, and you're coming unglued first pitch down below the knees, grounding into a double play and bailing everybody out. I need better approaches out of this lineup today.
1 out, nobody on. Good pitch there, had him a little out in front. Heaney has both great strikeout stuff and exceptional command on the mound to go with it. A rare combination, but one that makes him one of the best in our sport.
Matty V, you talked about it. He doesn't walk a whole lot of guys. Well, if you don't walk a lot of guys, that means you have to throw the ball in the strike zone. And when you do, with great stuff like this guy has, he racks up the strikeouts. There aren't a lot of guys that get strikeouts by throwing the ball in the strike zone. This is one of the few that does it.
Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
The 1-2. Grounded to the right. And that is going to sneak on through into right. It's a 1-out single.
Nothing fires me up more than watching an offensive player stay inside of baseball and drive it the other way.
Mike Yastrzemski.
Standing in, Mike Yastrzemski. He enters play in the hunt for the league's home run crown, but he'll have some work to do down the stretch. First pitch of the at-bat. In tight with the curveball, backed up on him a little there, and it's ball one.
Wanted to get the front door curveball on the inside corner there, but it backed up a little and stayed off the corner.
Throw over to first. Two balls and no strikes. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Matthew Ross.
Hey, D-Row, this is a pitcher's best friend. Matthew Ross, very wide strike zone.
Yeah, no excuses from the offense today. You know coming in when you see the lineup card and Matt Ross is behind the dish, you better be aggressive.
Outside, 3-0 now. And that's in there, 3-1.
Yeah, I get it. They want to run this guy's pitch count up, but that was a pretty good pitch to hit. He might be kicking himself that he didn't swing at that one.
He's going.
Puig off for second. Strike taken, the throw. Not in time. He's in there at second.
Well, he's certainly doing his best to get his team out to an early lead. Picks up the single and then decides that's not good enough, so he swipes second to get into scoring position. Now we'll see if the guys can pick him up.
And that misses, ball 4. So with one out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
And with first base open, the last thing he wanted to do was give him something to hit in the heart of the zone. So no harm done. Force out anywhere now.
And here's the switch hitting catcher Yasmani Grandal. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. In there, no balls and a strike.
With some traffic on the base paths, nice job by the pitcher to execute strike one.
Started the breaking ball far too inside that time. Laid off for ball 1. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Now the 2-1. Hit hard towards center. That's in there. Base hit. Puig rounds third and is digging for the plate. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Boy, when teams are playing well like this team is on a nice little winning streak right here, they strike early in this one to keep the mojo working.
Yeah, Dan, from an offensive standpoint, everyone searches for confidence, and that's exactly what they have right now. Everyone contributing makes for a fun clubhouse.
Here's Tommy La Stella now. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1.
This is exactly the situation you drew up from an offensive standpoint. Good pitcher on the mound, but you got a chance to bury him early in this one.
23 pitches already here in the first inning. And it's fouled away. Looking at his career totals, La Stella hits a little over the 270 mark. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball.
Well, those were a couple of close pitches right there in the inner part of the zone. Hitters will tell you, pitches in that location are tough to do anything with.
Runners are at the corners with one man out. This is pulled into right. Adele is there. Let's see if they test it. And boy, I thought they might have had a shot at scoring him there, but they put up the stop sign with 2 away now.
Number 55, Josh Bell.
So runners at the corners with 2 gone, and digging into bat next, the big bat of Josh Bell. First offering on its way. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
The 0-1 offering. On the ground to the right side, reined in, and the off-balance throw is right there for the third out, and a high degree of difficulty on that one as the side is retired. So it's 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. Colorado Springs is out in front 1-0. Mike Foltynewicz will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, so far this year, this guy hasn't pitched very well on the road. He's actually struggled on the road, so it'll be interesting to see if he can turn that around here in this one.
So now to the plate will be Andrelton Simmons. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Not shortstop, Andrelton Simmons.
Now here's the pitch. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. And guys, you take a look at our visitors here with the early lead tonight as we play the bottom of the first. They come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
Yeah, Matty, this team's coming together right now. They're playing dangerous baseball. You can tell the look in their eye. They feel good about where they're at. They've won a few games in a row, and they look to continue that trend today.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
This is the kind of at bat where your hitting coach grabs you on the way back to the dugout to have a little chat about your approach. Not a lot of positives to draw from that at bat when you take 2 strikes and then you chase one out of the zone to go down on only 3 pitches.
In now, David Fletcher. A swing, and it's popped in the air back behind first. And that's in there, base hit. The throw into second, but he'll be in there with a double.
This is the type of production they were expecting from this guy when he came to the majors a couple of years back. He looks really at ease at the plate, and that relaxed swing is getting some really good results. Good example on that double there. Always great to see a young player blossoming.
Stepping into the box, Mike Trout, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Counts even to Trout, 1-1. A 1-1.
Hey, I couldn't tell from up here if the hitter was taken all the way or sitting fastball and just got knee buckled. Either way, that was a really good curveball right there. Move on to the next pitch, but have that in the back of your mind.
And he fouls this one off. The 1-2.
2-2.
Good slider there, but laid off and called the ball low.
This is just the first inning, but this next pitch is a big one. You don't want to find yourself with 2 on, nobody out, and the 3, 4, 5 guys coming up.
And a big curveball is in there for a called 3rd strike, and there are 2 gone.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
Here's Justin Upton now. Weak grounder back to the mound. Oh, and it eats him up a bit, but they'll get the out at first anyway. And that, rather bizarrely, will end the inning. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. One inning in the books here. The Sky Sox on top 1-0. Second inning set to go. Coming to the plate now, Brendan Rodgers. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. Swing and a miss on the sinker. A ball and a strike. Sliced hard but foul. Look out over there. The 1-2. Swing and a miss there as the breaking ball takes care of him for the first out.
Boy, he's having a hard time just putting the ball in play right now. He took the hat trick with 3 strikeouts yesterday, and here's another one today. Looks to me like he just needs to simplify his approach and focus on making some contact.
So now to the plate, Bo Bichette. As the sinker to him finds the zone for strike one.
Well, they got to him in the first inning, which is huge, but he looks a lot more settled into this ball game right now. He's not the kind of pitcher you want to let get into a groove out there.
Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. A little bit outside. 2-1. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Looked like he got fooled on the speed there. 2-2.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away.
Well, I'm glad we get another look at that beauty of a pitch right there. You can't spot a sinker in a better location because even if you do get the bat on the ball, there's not a whole lot you can do with that. Textbook sinker.
So here's Kevin Kiermaier as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1. And it's a ball and 2 strikes to Kiermaier now. Pitch is piling up. 44, and he's not clear of the second yet. That misses, and we're even at 2-2. Too high. Ball 3.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
A bouncer to the left side, taken in by Simmons. Throw pulls the first baseman off the bag.
And that's what speed does for you. He made the play, but in the back of his mind, he knew he was dealing with the speedster, so he rushed the throw, and he had more time than he thought, too.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Mookie Betts. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. Kind of similar situation right here. Similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to try and get him to do exactly the same thing as his last AB. He's got to fight to get it elevated just a little bit more.
From the belt, kicks and deals. And that swung on and missed on a pitch down. 1-1. Throw over to the bag. Runner back safely. The 1-1 home. Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch.
Well, I know what he was thinking there. The pitch before was way out of the zone, and he was hacking. So the pitcher says, hey, if he's going to swing at that, how about this? Solid strategy, except this time it didn't work out, and it's a wild pitch.
The 2-1 pitch. He gets him to wave at that one. It's 2-2. Hit to third. Throw on to first, and that error won't come back to haunt him after all, as the inning is over. Next batter to the plate, Brian Goodwin, comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Brian Goodwin.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. First pitch fastball swung on and missed. 0-1.
Hey, either this hitter needs a cup of coffee or he was sitting off speed right there.
Grounder down the line at third, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
Nope. Ball 1.
Boy, that's one of the toughest pitches to lay off. A hard breaking ball at the back foot. Tough take on a terrific pitch.
Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. The 1-2. Nasty breaking ball swung on in the dirt. He'll throw down to first, 1 away. Jason Castro, the catcher, is in. He went hitless last night in a game where his guys could push across only 1 score. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. 1 out, nobody on. 1-1 to Jason Castro.
Hey, struggling to find the release point of that curveball. That wasn't a very good one. Somehow he's just got to find that feel, because that's a pitch he's going to need going forward.
One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. Now here's the pitch.
Oh, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
A ball and no strikes. The average for him at 267 on the year. 4 home runs and 28 RBIs. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
Not a great spot to be in right here, 2-0, but I'm not so sure why he's pitching this guy so cautiously. A bottom of the order guy you don't normally see getting pitched like this.
And there's a base hit on the line, and this one scoots all the way to the wall. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Well, he was definitely not looking off speed on that pitch. I'll tell you, he had to be sitting on a fastball on that one, because it's coming in hot, and he still manages to get out front of that and yank it for 2 bases.
Standing in now, Matt Theis. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Runner in scoring position with two gone. Ready with the 0-1.
Ball one.
Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Two balls and a strike to the Angels first baseman. The set and the 2-1. Chopped on the ground to first. Bell scoops it up, and the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away a hit, and the side is retired. Danger averted following the two-out double. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Top of the third set to get underway. Digging in now, Yasiel Puig. He singled his last time up. Here comes the first pitch.
0-1.
The 0-2 once more. Right side hit hard. And this gets through into right, so he turns the 0-2 count into a leadoff base hit.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line them, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good two-strike adjustment and able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
Stepping in now, Mike Yastrzemski, and it's grounded just foul down the line. He drew a base on balls his first time up. A 1 pitch on its way. Pitch out, nothing doing. Now a move over to first. Back in standing. Puig gets his lead at first. Nobody out. And that one right down Main Street. Ball 2. Here now the 2-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. So a runner on first with one out now, and that'll bring up Yasmani Grandal. From the stretch, here's the pitch, and they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. A 1-0 delivery. Pitch is a called strike. The throw is not in time. Pretty close, but he got in there safely.
This catcher's not known for his throwing ability, so you compound that with a big lead at first base. He had no chance to throw that runner out at second.
The 1-1 home is strike two swinging.
Count is 1-2.
that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Grandal is retired, 2 down now.
Now batting.
Good pitch there, and that was a nice job by his battery mate to complete the play first after the ball hit the dirt.
Man at second here with 2 away, and that'll bring in Tommy La Stella to bat next. First delivery to him on the way.
We're only in the 3rd inning, and his pitch count is above 60. That's not being too efficient with your pitches.
One and one to Tommy La Stella.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1, but now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Upton will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Now at the plate, Taylor Ward, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
The third baseman, number 3.
Here comes the first pitch. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Now the 2-1 pitch.
Hey, after those 2 breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
Fouled away. And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
In now is Andrelton Simmons. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. And this catches the outside corner, strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. 2 balls and a strike to count to Andrelton Simmons.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch, but if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
The 2-1. Ball even at 2-2. Outside and a full count, 3-2. David Fletcher will be next. The 3-2 pitch. Ball 4.
Well, he gives up the walk, but that was a really good pitch. Might have been just out of the zone, but not by much. A lot of guys would have gone fishing for that pitch, so sometimes the hitter just outlasts you.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, David Fletcher. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, he jumped all over that first pitch last time up. Interested to see if he has the same approach this AB.
On the move is Kiermaier. And a great diving effort there, but it'll just tip off his glove, and it's a base hit. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw.
Man, he's seeing it like a beach ball right now. Even his soft contact is finding holes there.
He's making it nearly impossible for a pitcher right now. Up, down, in and out, hard, soft. Anything you throw forward to home plate, this guy seems to somehow be able to find a hole.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Mike Trout is in now as he watches a pitch for ball one. The 1-0 home misses for the second ball.
What a great opportunity to come through right here. 2-0 count, runners on base. Find something middle of the plate and let it rip.
And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, this pitcher better be careful right here. My man at the plate is not trying to push something to the opposite field.
In the dirt, and now let's see. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. So now 2 men in scoring position.
Man, that is such a wasted opportunity. 2 on, 1 out. Perfect situation to induce a grounder and get out of the inning, but instead he's wild, and both runners advance, taking the double play situation away.
Second and third here, 1 man out. Into the corner and slicing foul. Now the payoff pitch home. And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
And this is the kind of thing that's been happening to him all season long. He'll cruise for a while, hitting his spots, and all of a sudden the wheels come off and he struggles. We'll see if he can recover here.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Strike taken up in the zone.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
Bases are loaded here. 1 man out. One and one.
Everyone in the ballpark knows what the pitcher's intentions are in this situation. Great job at the plate to lay off a tough pitch in a good spot.
The set and the 1-1 pitch.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
Now the 2-1. And this is swung on and missed. Oh, a huge punch out there as the bases remain loaded with 2 away now. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter. You think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. He's trying to at least tie this one up here, if not bring home a couple and take over the lead here in the early going. Weekly hit towards first. And he'll take it to the bag himself, and a great job of pitching out of the bases loaded situation as the side is retired. A couple of walks, but no damage. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday Night Baseball after this. stepping in and ready for another shot, Josh Bell. He'll try to get it going here to begin the fourth.
Bell.
And now pitch on the way. And a called strike down in the zone. 0-1.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
Hit on the ground toward the left. Throw to first in time. One gone here in the fourth.
Now batting, the second baseman, Brendan Rodgers.
Brendan Rodgers bats next. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. And now pitch on the way. The windup and the 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Off speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
Here now the 2-2. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. High and deep down the left field line. And no one will get this one. He'll try it again. 3-2. Drilled to the left side. And into left field for a 1-out hit.
Boy, talking about making a pitcher work, D-Row. 8 pitch at bat finally leads off to a base hit.
I got to be honest with you. After the 7th pitch, you start to get in auto swing mode. He could have thrown the rosin bag and he would have took a hack at it. So hats off to him, not only battling for 8 pitches, but getting a result.
At the plate now, Bo Bichette, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Comes set and the 0-1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up.
Get out here.
From the belt, the pitch. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor. 3-1.
The 3-1. This one's flared off to the right side. Here comes the right fielder, but he won't get there. It falls in, and it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw.
Well, that's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, D-Row. You make a really good pitch, and yet this guy's so big and so strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first base coach right there, and you thank your lucky stars. That's a nice AB.
Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier. And he puts it on the ground to second. And that's by him into right field for a base hit. And they'll hold that runner at third as everybody moves up a base, and they're loaded with one away.
You know, Dero, the old school thinking sometimes is when you're going through a bad streak like this guy, any way you can get on a little jam shot, even though it wasn't pretty, maybe this could get this guy finally going.
Yeah, I can't tell you how good that had to feel right there. There's moments where you slap that donut off your bat, you don't even want to walk to home plate. You're scuffling so bad.
Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there.
It's not easy to continue pounding the strike zone when you've given up 3 consecutive hits, but he has to trust that getting the ball down in the zone will get him an out.
Now the 1-0 finds the zone, strike one. The 1-1. Slapped hard the opposite way. Catch is made here in right, and here comes the runner from third. And he is in there at the plate. It's now a 2-0 game.
Boy, this one looked like it was headed for extra bases off the bat. Instead, a line drive bullet caught in the alley, but he does end up getting a sacrifice fly.
Next to bat will be Yasiel Puig. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit on the ground out to short. Simmons is there. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. The Sky Sox are out in front here, 2-0. In now, Jason Castro. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
First pitch is a slider down low. It's 1-0. That misses. 2-0.
Not even close with the 1-0. He needs to get back in the zone, but be careful. Work the quadrants.
Got him fishing for that one. 2 balls and a strike. Count even at 2-2. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Full count now, 3-2.
Great AB up until this point. A walk right here could really just infuse some confidence into this lineup.
And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the 2nd time here tonight. So after getting the strikeout on the fastball, not a bad time to check out our pitch speed comparison for our 2 starters. And whoa, look at that for a top speed. 98 miles an hour. That man is flat dealing. So 1 away here with the bases empty, and sizing up the situation to bat will be Joe Adell. Here comes the first pitch.
1-1, no strike.
No runs, 3 hits, 1 error for the Angels so far. And that's inside. Looked like the slider, and it's 2-0.
Hey, after the double in his first at bat, looks like he's trying to pitch around this guy a little bit.
2-1 after the foul ball there. Now here it comes.
That's ball 3.
Hey, that's a nice take by the batter right there, but that's a non-competitive off-speed pitch. Got to do better to at least entice a swing.
The 3-1 pitch. Popped him up. Grandal is there. And he makes the catch for the second out.
The first baseman, number 23, Matt Thaiss.
Into the box now, Matt Thaiss. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Now the pitch. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. No runs, 3 hits, 1 error for the Angels so far. Slider gets the outside. That's a strike. Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Still even at 2-2. The pitch. There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field. But he'll get there as he flags it down just shy of the wall, and with that, the side is retired. Angels go down 1-2-3. They're still down. It's 2-0. Dylan Bundy, the 6'1" right-hander, will be the one to get the call from the bullpen here.
Number 37, Dylan.
All ready to go in the top of the 5th. Striding forward now is the DH, Mike Yastrzemski. He went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, Matty, big time K last time up, and it's been a tough series for him so far. You can tell he's just not seeing the ball off this team. Let's see if he can make an adjustment right here.
Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
Man, as a pitcher, you have to love pitching 0-2. Multiple ways, up, down, in and out, throw the breaking ball. A lot of different ways to get guys out.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Behind 0-2 now. 1 out, nobody on. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. Fouled off. A ball and 2 strikes now.
If I'm in the box, you take a step out right here. Take a deep breath after that high fastball. You got to be leery of him burying something in the dirt.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
At the plate, Tommy La Stella. No balls and 1 strike. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The 0-1 pitch. High in the air into shallow left center. After it is Upton. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Welcome back for the bottom of the fifth. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Angels offense with their manager between innings. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. No, they have not scored yet, but they have been successful in running up the pitch count, something they feel will eventually pay dividends on the scoreboard as the starter gets tired and they are forced to go to the bullpen. For now, they're sticking to the plan.
All right, Heidi, thank you. So striding forward now, Taylor Ward. He'll start things out here in the home fifth, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well. Now here's the pitch. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. Line drive to center field. Kiermaier is right there, one down. So still nothing against him on the scoreboard here in the fifth as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA. And we see that these guys are currently second in the AL in that department. So it's back to the top of the order now. And standing in, one of the best two-strike hitters in baseball, Andrelton Simmons. First offering on its way.
Nope. Outside.
The 1-0 home is offered at and missed for the first strike. Bases are empty, one man out. Drilled on the ground to short. Bichette picks it up cleanly. Throw in time as he's called out on a bang-bang play at first.
The batter, number 22, second baseman, David Fletcher.
Digging in and looking for more, David Fletcher. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Man, this guy's in a good groove right now. 7 straight retired. He's locked in.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Inside ball.
Hey, a 2-out walk right here would be the tying run to the plate. Even though it's early on, you got a guy on deck that has a lot of pop.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1 and 2. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Angels are gone in order. They trail things here 2-0. Digging in, the switch hitter, Josh Bell. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Josh Bell.
Here comes the first pitch. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Ball 2 now. Now the 2-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1.
That is a pro pitch right there. 2-0 curveball for a strike. You make those kind of pitches, you'll be around for a long time.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Had him fooled as this is popped up back behind short. There to look it in is Simmons, 1 away.
The batter, number 8, second baseman, Brendan Rodgers.
Standing in, Brendan Rodgers. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Here's the first pitch to him. And that misses, ball 1. Grounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. Now the pitch.
2 balls, 1 strike, the count.
And a ball popped foul to the right side, out of play. 1 out, nobody on. Sent on the ground out to second. Scooped up, and he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
Now batting, the shortstop, Bo Bichette.
Into the box, Bo Bichette. He was a strikeout victim his first trip and then collected a base hit his last time around. Here it comes. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2. And smart to lay off there as the fastball misses. It's 1-2 now.
Boy, he sped him up in this at-bat. Now it's time for the changeup. This guy's got a good one, and he hasn't thrown it yet in this at-bat.
Popped up. Theis will range over to make the catch just beyond the first base dugout, and that will end the inning. So digging in now, Mike Trout. He'll lead things off for the Angels in inning number 6.
The center fielder,
First offering on its way.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in, and they get right back outside. Nice pitch.
Now the 2-1. And it's fouled away.
And when a guy starts leaving the curveball up, that's a sign he's beginning to tire a little bit out there. He's got to be able to get on top of that pitch, or he's going to start getting hurt.
Slow roller left side. And there's one down now.
Good pitch right there to run the 2-seamer in on his hands and bunch him up. And an easy ground ball is the result.
Leadoff man gone for the left fielder, Justin Upton. First pitch on its way to Upton. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0.
Very impressive outing so far. His command has been spot on. Even when he misses his spot, it isn't out over the heart of the plate. He's throwing quality pitches.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Swings through it for strike number 2. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
I'll tell you right now, this guy has a shutout going, and it's been all business. He's not messing around trying to pick at corners. He's being aggressive in the zone, and he's attacking each and every one of these hitters up to this point.
To the plate now, Brian Goodwin. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. And he pops him up, drifting toward the left side of the infield. LaStella has got it, and the side is retired. Angels go down 1-2-3. They trail it here 2-0. So stepping in, Kevin Kiermaier. His past history with Dylan Bundy, he's a .333 hitter. He's also hit a couple of home runs against him. Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. Hits ball 1. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1.
Nice adjustment out on the mound. Overthrew the first one a little bit, but got on top and let that ball rip right out in front of him.
The 1-1. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Adele is camped under this one. 1 down.
Now batting, right fielder, Mookie Betts.
So that'll bring in Mookie Betts. 0 for 2 with a sacrifice thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a breaking ball, but it's low. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Betts is going to turn for second. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
There's no question he's been struggling at the dish lately, trying to do anything to get himself going. So he's got to feel pretty good after that double. Not to take anything away from him, but I think I could have probably hit that pitch.
Yeah, that's one of those gift pitches, not the location he was shooting for. In now is Yasiel Puig. So weighed out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1. So far 2 for 3 in this one. The 0-1 pitch. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Blowing away with that one. It's 1-2.
That's back-to-back sliders on the outside part of the plate. Now would be a good time to come in with that good hard stuff inside.
1 out and a runner on second base. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Upton on the move. But it's over his head, and it hops the wall for a ground rule double.
Hey, D-Row, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
Into the box, Mike Yastrzemski. Lifted in the air out to center field. Trout has a read on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
The catcher, number 28, Yasmani Grandal.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Yasmani Grandal. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
A ball and no strikes. 1-1 the count now. Has a look, now the pitch.
That's the ball.
Oh, not sure where that one missed, and I'm not sure the pitcher does either.
And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
Now on 3-2 as a pitcher, you got to go with the pitch that you feel most comfortable throwing with.
And the payoff pitch. And that misses, ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out.
Well, when you go with a slider there in a full count, you're hoping that the hitter is thinking fastball and swings through it. Didn't work out that way, though. He lays off and gets the free pass.
Big spot here. First and second, 2 men gone, and that'll bring in Tommy La Stella to bat next. Looking to minimize the damage here. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0.
Ooh, he's really in trouble, and it's just getting worse and worse and worse. This guy needs to find the strike zone in the worst way.
And that's right there, and we're even at 1.
Great job of doubling up with the fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
2 men are on with 2 men out. Off-speed pitch, and this one runs in and nearly gets him here.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
Ready with 2 balls and a strike. Hit on the ground out to short. And that's through into left, a base hit. He'll come home with it. And he is safe at the plate. It's now a 4-0 game.
Hey, that's what you try and do as an offense. You get a 4-run lead. They're a grand slam ahead, Dan, but you're a former closer warming up. When you see a 3-run lead and then your offense gets it to 4, and you know that save situation's gone out the window. Don't tell me that didn't hurt.
Oh, it does hurt you. Oh, it does, because, Dero, the only way you're going to get into this game is it has to be a save situation. You sit and watch 8 innings of baseball, you get up to warm up in the 9th, and you're all ready to go thinking, hey, I'm going to come in and get me a 3-out save, and all of a sudden you're out of the game because it's a 4-run lead. Of course you think about it as a reliever.
Josh Bell the next to hit, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Now the 1-0. Line drive, fair ball down the line. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. Now a 5-0 lead.
Now batting, the second baseman, Brendan Rodgers.
Into the box now, Brendan Rodgers. He's got a chance to add on to what's already been a big inning for them.
Yeah, 2 on here and 3 on the board already. They've absolutely come out and forced the issue of this inning, Matt. A hit here could really fire up that dugout.
He's set. Here it comes. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. The 1-0. is taken, strike one. And he fouls this one off. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So they pick up 3 runs on 4 hits here. No errors and a couple of men left. On now to the bottom of inning number 7. Colorado Springs is on top here, 5-0. Leading off the inning, Jason Castro, and they'll need him to get something going here.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat, 0-1.
Hey, sometimes you have to look at it like it's not how or how many. Pitching very well into this one into the late innings, and his first pitch strike percentage less than 50%. He'd like it to be a lot higher than that. He's making it very difficult on himself, but he's still getting outs.
Fouled away. Lifted down the line in left, and this will wind up a foul ball. The 1-2 is a slider taken for a ball.
Well, that backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's a very effective pitch. If you can hit the outside corner of that pitch, it's unhittable.
And he's set down, 1 away.
Now batting, right fielder, Joe Adele.
So Joe Adele bats now. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. Here comes the first pitch. And through 6 1/3, he's about to hit the 100 pitch mark now.
Hey, you know, Matty V, this is all you can ask for as a manager in today's game in baseball. Very rarely do we see guys get through the 7th inning. So he's through the 6th here with 1 out, and Mark DeRosa, so far so good, a pretty decent outing.
Yeah, and I think it's going to be batter to batter here for the manager if he's going to continue to ride this hot hand or if he's going to go to the bullpen.
And he struck him out. So double digits now, 10 strikeouts for him thus far.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
In now, Matt Theis. Popped him up. Grandal is under it. And that's the 3rd out. Nothing across here this half of the inning. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. Colorado Springs leads this one 5-0. Digging in, Bo Bichette. He'll have the first crack at it here as we start inning number 8.
Bo Bichette.
Pitch on the way.
1-1.
And to his windup, here comes the 1-0. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
It's been a great job so far by the 8-hole hitter. If he finds a way to get on base, this could spell for a huge inning.
And a good take there will net him a base runner as it's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
Striding into the box, Kevin Kiermaier. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far.
Here we go, guys. Come on.
First pitch on its way. No balls and a strike to count. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Runners off for second. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw. Is in time as Castro got him.
Well, I'm not sure if he was going on his own or if that came from the dugout, but either way, he didn't give himself much of a chance with the lead he took. A bigger lead, and maybe he's in there safely.
Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2. Good plate discipline to lay off the slider that time, and he draws even at 2-2. Now the pitch. And that's taken high for a ball. It's full now, 3-2.
Not what you want to do on the mound, go from 0-2 to 3-2, but credit the man in the box for being patient, even with 2 strikes.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he misses again, ball 4, and that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
2 ways to look at this walk. If you're the hitting coach, you say that's a great AB. Down 0-2 and you work the walk, but if you're a pitcher like me, that's just a case of letting a guy off the hook, and that can really frustrate you.
Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Mookie Betts. He hit a 2-bagger and later scored in his previous plate appearance.
Yeah, give me a repeat performance of that last double. With a man on first right now, let him run and get you a ribby.
From the stretch. Tried to get the arms extended, but he couldn't. 1-1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Now a throw over. The 1-1 home. Hard hit toward the hole. And that's in for a base hit. He's 2 for 4 now.
Hey, they weren't going to keep this guy down for long. That's the ebbs and flows of a baseball season. Bottom line is this guy has bat-to-ball skills. You knew he was going to get hot eventually.
Cam Bedrosian gets the call as he'll pitch with 1 gone in the top of the 8th. So now to the plate, Yasiel Puig, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. First and second now, 1 man out. A 1-1 count to Puig. And the splitter's in there as he gets ahead here, 1-2. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away. Time to take a look at our starter comparison to this point, and the telling numbers can be found on the left side of your screen. Zeros in the run and earned run columns. Next will be the designated hitter, Mike Yastrzemski. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing. And now we see a right-hander up and throwing in the Angel bullpen. 2 down, runners at first and second. Now a splitter's in there, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. And the throw to first ends the inning. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Digging in, Taylor Ward. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, pretty unlucky right there, Matty. Squared up a fastball nicely, and that's all you can do. You just want to be on time for the heater, and he's prepared for this next AB.
Down the 3rd baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there, a little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
Too high. 1-2.
That fastball really got away from him there. That's kind of a red flag for me that he's starting to tire or wear down a little bit. The first thing that goes is location, and then your mechanics. We'll see if this continues.
Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. The throw to first is in time, 1 down. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Andrelton Simmons. His dominance continues on the mound, but it seems like he might be running on adrenaline only at this point.
Yeah, he's been so great in this one. You want to see him finish what he started, but you also have to start worrying about things like injuries. He's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, and some guys are just more capable of that than others. But not a lot of good things tend to happen when you've worked as hard as he has in this one.
That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Dan, are you even concerned about that? You've been pitching out of a wind-up all game, and now you have to go to the stretch.
It can be a concern sometimes, Debo, but you try to in between starts to make sure that you throw enough pitches out of the stretch, and he's been out of the windup most of the game, so we'll see how he reacts here after this base hit.
And he misses inside with that one, ball 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Now the 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. Had nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. Runners on first with 1 down. And he misses low here, so the count goes to 3-1.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
The 3-1 pitch. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Line towards center field. In there, a base hit.
Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with 2 runners on board. Let's see if they can continue it.
Now time called here as the manager pops out of the first base dugout. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So he was able to only get that first out in the 8th, but nonetheless he'll depart with the lead. Michael Lorenzen answers the call now, looking to get this one onto the 9th inning without any trouble. And that'll bring Mike Trout to the dish. And his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Late swing, but he's still able to get a lot of this one out toward deep right field. Gone! A 3-run home run for Mike Trout. Number 23 for him thus far, and it's a 5-3 game now.
That's a tough one. Certainly not the way you want to start your day as a relief pitcher, giving up a home run.
Justin Upton the next to hit. Yes, he'll take a look at ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Had him lunging at that pitch away, and it's 1-1 now. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. 3 runs already home here. And that's taken up and in for ball 2.
Wow, kind of an interesting pitch call there. The batter flailed at the pitch away on the previous one, so you'd think you'd go right back there, but instead they decided to come in, make him prove he can adjust before you do.
It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone, and it's a foul ball. Here now the 2-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. It's a bullpen game for them now as we have a look at the starters' final line. And he was really in command on the mound throughout the evening.
Hey, anytime you can get through 7 innings, Matty V, that's really a good quality start. Into the 8th inning, wasn't able to get out of the 8th, but he's still in line for the win. Needs a little help from his guys in the bullpen now.
First pitch is a cutter looked at, 0-1. They could really use a knock here, 0 for 3 in the game so far. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And gone. An absolute bomb. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. As they pull within 1 here, it's now a 5-4 game.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
Your attention, please.
So they'll make a matchup move here and bring on a southpaw to face the left-handed hitter due up. Stepping in now, Jason Castro. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. He was a ground out victim last time up. Base hit, line drive into the corner. And this will find the wall deep in the corner. And hold all tickets now as the tying run gets into scoring position with a 2-out double. And now with the possible tying run at second here, we're going to have a pinched runner as they try to get a little more speed out there. So a runner at second, 2 down now. And sizing up the situation to bat will be Joe Adell. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. 4 runs here in this half inning. Dangerous curveball that time, but laid off as it drops into the top of the zone. One and one. Here it is. Skied into very shallow right. Betts has a read on it. He's got it to end the inning as they'll strand the tying run in scoring position. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate and they push across 4 runs. 9th inning coming up. The Sky Sox lead this one 5-4. Ryan Buchter enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Max Stassi is into the ballgame here as he takes over behind the plate.
Number 33.
Yasmani Grandal will be the first one to greet him as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here.
Yasmani Grandal.
Now the pitch. 9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. Buchter is adjusting to the new normal as MLB now mandates that relievers reach the end of an inning or face 3 or more batters before being replaced. And for a one-time lefty specialist like this, that's a big change. Swung on and missed. 1 and 2 now.
2 strikes.
Low with a fastball that time. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2 and 2. Here it comes. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
Now batting. The third base.
Now at the plate, Tommy La Stella singled home a run in his last time up. He's set and the pitch. Fouled off. Oh, and 1 count and the pitch. Line to the right side. Adell is there. 2 down.
Now batting. The first baseman, Josh Bell.
So that'll bring up Josh Bell. It was an RBI single for him in his last plate appearance. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th.
You gotta strike him
A good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. It's 2 balls and a strike to Josh Bell. And it's fouled away. The 2-2 is laid off and the count runs full.
Well, all of the umpires in the seats thought that was strike 3, and they weren't far off, but I think that was a good call. Looked to be just a bit outside.
2 out, nobody on. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. The next 3-2. And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and that'll bring up Brendan Rodgers. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. A runner on first with 2 away. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And the 2-1. Now a ball fouled down the right field line out of play, so that'll move the count to 2-2 now. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Struck him out, so it remains a 1-run lead as they head in for their final set of swings. Tyler Duffy comes on looking for a save here in the bottom of the 9th inning.
Tyler Duffy.
At the plate, Matt Theis. And you may notice the usual closer is not in the game here with the save opportunity on the table.
Yeah, he's worked a few days in a row, Matt, so we were told before the game by the skipper he wanted to avoid using him if possible. So that means they will look to close this thing out without him.
The 1-0 home. And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike.
This pitcher's bringing it with some high velo. You better get that front foot down early and get ready, or he's going to throw it right by you.
Rodgers brings it in. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Now batter, number 3.
Now to the plate, Taylor Ward. He went down on strikes last time up. Third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch. And that's by him. It's 0-1. And now a left-hander will start to get ready in the bullpen. 1-2. 1 out, nobody on. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
Into the box now, Andrelton Simmons. Swing and a line drive. And that is in there for a 2-out base knock.
Nice AB right there. 2-out single in the 9th. You put yourself in a position to be the tying run. Now you have your boy coming up behind you, the winning run at the plate. Start loosening up the water cooler lids. We could have a walk-off out.
At the plate, David Fletcher. Swing and a line drive. Foul. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Fans on their feet in a 1-run ball game in the last of the 9th. Angels down to their last strike. And he struck him out for out number 3. So that'll wrap things up here as they leave the possible tying run stranded at first.
You can just see that the confidence is radiating off of them out there right now. That's 6 wins in a row, and this looks like a train that's not about to slow down anytime soon.
This evening's game comes to an end. 5-4 the final tally. The Sky Sox jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Mike Foltynewicz records the victory, his 13th of the year, picking up 11 strikeouts along the way. Andrew Heaney was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. Tyler Duffy closes the door for the save, his first of the year. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Fans, our final line score. First, for the victorious visiting team, 5 runs on 11 hits. No errors. They left 11 men on base. For the Angels, 4 runs on 9 hits. 1 error. They left 7 men on base. The winning pitcher is Mike Foltynewicz. His record now is 13-8. The loss goes to Andrew Heaney. His record is now 10-8. Time of the